The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in. Everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
On second down, they'll run with White, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. Consecutive runs of 6 yards gives them a 1st and 10. The Buccaneers are 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Regular. Hey, alert 33.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Opting to run again here with White. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. You look at this Bears defense. They're a tough unit to throw against. Currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
And, hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into Week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that number 1 spot.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Here's Jones. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. And the Bears take over.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
And able to steer clear of that first tackler as he works his way forward for about 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On 2nd down, right back to Hunt. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. We'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And let's see, the Bucs with 6 DBs, so a dime set here on 3rd down. On play action, Fields. That is caught. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Chicago. DJ Moore. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bears have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And it's now 14-0. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up first and 10. They'll start the drive with a give to White. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Second down and 6 now from the 26. They stay on the ground with White. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. You look at this Bears defense. They've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
3rd and 2.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. Watch, watch.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. 4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be first and 10 as they take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. On first down, Fields. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. And he'll earn a couple of tough yards past the 30 to the 31. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. Fields. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago.
First down, Bears.
Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on first and 10. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. Coming in to put a lick on him was Lavonte David. Here's Fields. And there's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. Fighting his way through contact. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Things looking much rosier for them here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it first and 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Lavonte David in on the tackle.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
Here's a 2nd down and 7 from the 37. Here's Fields. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead. And part of that can be attributed to their success on third down. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this first and goal.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Justin Fields with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bears' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. A first down throw for Mayfield. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards on the play. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. From the 38 now, here's second down and 7. On the counter, Hunt. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs 33.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Here we go.
This offense on third down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. And they'll run it here. And that one not going to work at all. Boy, the defense all over it. And they blow that up behind the line. Disaster there, resulting in a loss of 7 on third down.
Rodrigo Blankenship on for the field goal. A 57-yard attempt.
And that is no good. And the lead will hold at 3 touchdowns.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Baker changing the play at the line. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5.
First down and goal at the 5-yard line.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
Hunt. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That was the kind of play that this defense needed because it has not been a good half for them on that side of the football. Maybe they can use that one to regroup a little bit and start to play a little bit better.
Here we go on 4th down, Fields. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Bucs defense, they'll celebrate the goal line stand. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least 1 practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone.
And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good game. Handoff up the middle. Hunt. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. To throw is Fields. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Bucs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front seven defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Looking downfield for Godwin. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Kings! Run! What's that?
Final play of the half, Mayfield. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Rush comes and they block it. And that is going to be a safety. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Go.
They'll start the third quarter on the ground with Hunt. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Yaya Diaby got in there behind the line and dropped him for a loss on the play.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Back to throw. Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet.
2 yards on the pickup there. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Here we go.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on third down. Fields. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Here comes the Bears punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They start the drive with White. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
They keep it on the ground. White again. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football, averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session because all the defenders are filling their proper gaps on just about every play. And you know what they always say for a defensive coach? When I click off this film, I better see 11 jerseys in the picture going after the ball carrier.
It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
First down, here's White. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory.
It was T.J. Edwards who brought him down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
Now 2nd and 5.
Regular. What's that?
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And his throw is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 37. Mayfield looks to throw.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Wait a second, they declined the penalty?
I'm as puzzled as you are, partner. I don't understand how any time you lose possession of the ball, yet you turn down a penalty that would give you possession back. Let's make this simple. Anyone who plays the game, take the football. Always take the football.
And they'll run the option to start the drive.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. That's William Golston there who fought his way in to make the play.
But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw there complete to Mooney.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Fields now to throw.
Over the middle, complete. It's Hunt. And he's got this down to the 35. 11 more on that one and another first down.
First down, Chicago.
Now it's Fields.
Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Hunt will try going up the middle.
56 yards on the ground for him so far.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Here we go.
At the 9-yard line.
Now it's Fields off the bootleg.
Rolling to his right. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. All that for a 2-yard gain, second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you get a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out.
Here we go, Scott.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, they run him with Hunt. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Well, if nothing else, some signs of life here, Charles, because you're facing the big deficit, but at least they were able to prevent 3 more from getting on the board there with a nice block.
And that's how they're comforting themselves on the sidelines right now, because they certainly didn't execute well on that play at all. Bottom line, exactly what you said. They didn't need the 3, but they sure don't like giving up a block. They'll have something to work on as they get into practice next week.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Now a give up the middle. This is White. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. It's grabbed over the middle by White. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Hey, alert, 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 alert!
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Here's a diving catch right side. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A very solid gain of 27. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Again, this is White.
And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1.
He'll try again, but he will not get to the goal line. In fact, he won't get to the line of scrimmage as they push him back to the 2. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
This Bears defense trying to hold on. This is 3rd and goal.
White.
And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
This defense continues to be good on 3rd down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown offensively. Are you saying, let's go for this? Let's try to get it in the end zone.
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the...
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Rashad White, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points.
It's complete. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, 4th quarter, and a chance, if they want, to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. On play action, Fields
Sliding out of the pocket.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolute.
And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. And this is caught. Broken tackle. And the gamble pays off. They get the first.
So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt.
Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
On 2nd down, right back to Hunt.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
On 3rd and short, they'll try option left.
The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the 1st down.
All right, I don't want to get too poetic here where they talk about, the eyes being the windows of the soul. You know what else the eyes do? They see the open spaces on a field, and those eyes carry your legs to those spots. And that's what happened on that play. He saw an opening and went and got it.
Well, he really hasn't ran the ball all game. 4th quarter here, need a big play, able to pick it up. So whatever the eyes saw and created, it worked.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hunt. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field.
Here's 3rd and 9. Here's Fields. Pass taken in by Kmet. Touchdown! Cole Kmet, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Bears 30, Buccaneers 6.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
On the return, the Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. So this one in the win column for the Chicago.